Good morning, dear students. Once again, we are here for starting our social studies class. Dear students, in last class, we already discussed about history, geography, and now in this class, we are going to discuss about civics part. And civics part is started from your chapter 24 in your textbook. 24 chapter is democracy. Dear students, if we talk about democracy, then we can say that it is a form of government. If we talk about form of government, then we can say that many type of forms of government in all over the world, but most of the countries follows democracy only. Because of that, we can say that democracy is good to rule in any country. Because of that, in this type of formation of government, people play major role. So we can say that it's a major form of government. So we will discuss about democracy in this chapter. At first, we will discuss about democracy, what is form of government. After that, we will talk about absolute monarchy, dictatorship, and democracy. And in democracy, also we will discuss about two major part like direct democracy and indirect democracy, democratic society. Many things we will discuss in this chapter, dear friends. Now we will start chapter number 24, democracy. Dear students, open page number 162. Chapter number 24 is here. 24, democracy, page number 162. As for your information, I want to state you that do you know what a government is? If anyone asks you what is government is, then you can say that BJP, Congress, or that type of thing will be in your mind. A government is a body that runs a state or a country. We know that. Now in these days, if we talk about government, then in central, the government is BJP government, and if we talk about state, then we can say that Congress government is here. It makes laws and implements them throughout the country. And if we talk about the work of the government, then we can say that the major work of them is to making law and implementing them in the country. What will happen if there is no government in a country? Try to imagine that type of situation. If any type of government is not here, then what would happen? What will happen on that time? What we can say that obviously it will create so much trouble for the people. It will create a situation like the situation you often see at a crossing without a traffic light or a traffic police. If any traffic police or traffic light is there on the circle, then you can pass easily from that way. But if there is no traffic police, no traffic light is there, then you have to face many type of problems. You have to make a struggle with that traffic for many hours. Otherwise, you can go directly traffic police or traffic light, because of that they guiding you which one have to go and which one have to stop. So we can say that as a traffic police and a traffic lights role, the government is also play a major role for conducting many another decisions for the countries. Similarly, if there is no government in country, the population will be like unorganized and uncontrolled masses. Therefore, a government is important for country to take decision on behalf of the people. Country take decisions means that government take decisions according to country's people choice. Without their choice, they couldn't take any type of decision. And if they take such that type of decisions, then people have power to remove from their seats in the next election. So they are followed by people's opinion only. Behalf of the people and act according for people, progress and prosperity for the country. Does each country of the world has the same type of government? All over the world have democracy? We could not say that all of the world follow that democracy, because many countries follow democratic rule of government, dictatorship also, and absolute monarchy also. All the things we'll discuss in next para. There are different types of governments in the world. You will read about them later. India has a democratic setup which guarantees certain basic rights to all its people, including the individual's freedom to choose. Moreover, the rule of law makes everybody, irrespective of one's social status, religion, caste, or gender, equal before the law. If anyone asks you about India's form of government, then you can say that in India, democratic government is here, and this type of government never make any type of discrimination on the basis of color, on the basis of religion, on the basis of any another thing. So we can say that it's a better government, better form of government, and main thing is here equal for the law or equal before the law. We can say that because of that, if you are a representative of a party, if you are prime minister, if you are a chief minister or a common person, law is equal for everyone. That is the main good thing of democracy. Because of that our country follow such that type of government. Forms of government. Dear students, I already mentioned many type of government form of absolute monarchy, dictatorship and democracy. Absolute monarchy is one of the oldest form of government, and absolute monarchy means the rule by king or queen. It is the oldest form of government. We know that in the ancient time, king or queen rule for the empire or complete kingdom. That type of rule is known as absolute monarchy. Now we will talk about dictatorship. A dictatorship means the rule by an unelected all powerful dictator. Any type of powerful person is ruling on the whole over the country or kingdom. That type of rule is known as dictatorship. As heads of the state, both the monarch and the dictator hold absolute powers and are above the law. Means whatever they will decide, absolute and dictator, whatever they will decide, that thing only will follow by the people of the country. Because of that, both are powerful in the front of that kingdom. It is stands for people's rule. People are involved. We can't say that about that both absolute monarchy and dictatorship. In those both the form of government, the ruler is more powerful. But if we are going to talk about democracy, then it is very different thing. Democracy is very different form of the government. The rule of the king or dictator is it stands for the people's rule. Means we can say that according to people, that representative have to take decision. It stands for people's rule. People are involved in the formation of government directly or indirectly through the means of election. If the government is elected and run directly by the people, is called direct democracy. This, however, may not be practical today, especially in countries with a large population. Direct democracy means if we talk about democracy, then we have to divide into two parts: direct democracy and indirect democracy. Dear students, if we talk about direct democracy, then we can say that such that type of democracy, in this democracy we select our representative. Like you cast your vote for MLA election, MP election or local elections. Then such that type of thing will be in direct democracy. And if we talk about indirect democracy, means like the CM's election, PM's election, your contribution will be here, but not directly, indirectly, because you selected that MLA and that MLA will select that CM. Means your role is here as a indirect. You select the MP and MP will select PM. Then here also your form is as a indirect. So we can say that in these cases you are as a direct casting vote. So that's known as direct democracy, and it is known as indirect democracy. If the government is elected and run directly by the people, if the government is elected by directly people, then we can say that direct democracy. And if the government is represented by or governed by the indirectly by the people, then we can say that that is the indirect democracy. In the most countries including India, people elect their representative for a fixed term who will turn to form the government on the behalf of the people. This is called indirect or representative democracy. Because of that, in this case we select our representative on the basis of their rule. Unlike the monarchies in most democracies, the head of the country, president, is also elected by the people. Such countries are called republics. Many monarchical countries are also there. On that country, that type of form is there. Because of that, like PM or president is also elected by normal people of the common people of the country. So it's also, we can say that, form of the democracy. India is a democratic republic because we have both government and the head of the state or president elected by the people. And if we talk about India, then we can say that India have democratic republic because of that both type of government is here. Like direct also we have to follow, and direct also we have to follow. We have president also, we have PM also. So we can say that democratic republic we have to follow. And now democracy, if we are going to talk about democracy, then Abraham Lincoln give a good definition. Rule by the people, for the people, to the people, means in this type of form of government, major role of the common people of the country is there. Democracy refers to form of government elected by the people of a country themselves. It is derived from the Greek word demokratia, combining demos means common people and protos means power. Means common people's power is known as democracy. The meaning of democracy has changed with time. For instance, democracy in ancient Greece did not grant voting rights to women and slaves. Now we are going to talk about ancient time. If we talk about ancient time, then we can say that Greece did not give any type of voting rights to women and slaves. It is the true thing about the democracy. The modern understanding of democracy started to take shape in the late 18th century. Now major point is here, New Zealand became the first nation to grant equal voting rights to all citizens as early as 1893. Means New Zealand is one and only country on that time which gives rights equal to the all of the people of the country, like women, like whatever, like any adult is here, then he can cast his vote. Things have changed rapidly since then. Most countries in the world today are democracies. They have granted equal voting rights to all their citizens. Means if we talk about the whole of the world, then many countries follow this democratic rights only democratic form of the government only. Because of that, many advantages of this type of government. Because of that, in this type of government, people play a major role. So according to them, that representative party is governing, so it's a better form of government. Democracy is an ever-evolving concept. It accepts changes and assimilates new meanings or as our understanding of equality and human rights grow with time. Because of that, they have fear of going to be ruled out from the governing, so they have to follow the people's mind, people's right. According to people's demand, they have to follow such that type of government. Now we will talk about participation of people, which type of participation of people will be there in democracy. That thing we will discuss now. Now dear students, we will discuss about participation of people. According to the 16th President of the USA, Abraham Lincoln, democracy is a government of the people, by the people and for the people. If we talk about according to Abraham Lincoln, then we can say that to of the people, by the people, for the people. The supreme power lies with the people only. Means whole of the power in the hand of people only. According to them, that ruling party have to rule or govern. The supreme power lies with the people. There is no authority superior of the people of the country. This power to govern is vested not in any particular class of people but in community as a whole. Not a single person have all that type of rights who can change the government or that type of thing. Because of that, complete society have right to changing such that type of decisions. It also implies that a democratic government should work for the welfare of all people. People's participation is very important for the success of democracy. If anyone asks you what is the important thing for democratic government, then we can say that people play major role in the democratic government. So we can say that people's participation is very important in democracy. It does not mean that everyone participates in it directly, but that everyone has the right and duty to participate participate in directly or indirectly. Whatever you can do for your country, you can do via your voting rights, or you have to cast your votes on that time. Because of that type of decision may be taking by such that type of governments. They will be know about your opinions, what you want to think of, what you want to change in this country, or such that type of another things. How can citizens participate in the government? If we talk about how can we change such that type of changing in government, now if BJP government is there or Congress government is being there, and if we are going to change that government, then what we have to do? In a democracy, an important means for people to exercise their political power is election. If we talk about democracy, then we can say that our political power is election. Through election, you can do all that thing. You can change government. You can change your decision. An important means for people to exercise all political power in election. All adult men and women vote to elect their representatives. In doing so, they are indirectly participating in the governments of the country. The elected one take part in the government directly, but on behalf of the entire community. If people are not satisfied with their government, they can remove it in the next election. If any government is there now at this time, and if you are not satisfied with that government, then in next 5 years you can replace them with minority. You don't have to cast vote in favor of such that type of politicians if they are not doing any type of work or any type of country's resolutions works, then you can stop or you can replace them through any another party. People not only elect their government but also control it. The policies of the government are bound to reflect the wishes of the people. That is the public opinion. One can play an important role in shaping the destiny of the country. Elections and public opinion are two important tools of democracy with which people can fulfill this responsibility. If any government is taking any type of such that type of decisions which are not in favor of our country, and if you think like that, that is not good, then at first you have to oppose them through opposition party. If then also they are not changing such that type of rights, then you have to replace such that type of government in next election. The most important feature of democracy is the rule of law. Man, an important thing if I want to say about democracy, then I can say that rule of law. Rule of law means in front of law, before the law, all are equal. That doesn't matter. You are IS officer, you are MP, you are MLA, you are CM, you are PM. All are equal in front of law or before the law. It means that all are equal before the law. The president of a country and an ordinary citizen get the same protection of the law. If any case is filed against PM or CM, and any ordinary person is also there, and such a type of evidence will be there from ordinary people side, then surely rule is equal on that time. The criminal on that time never be released on the basis of their power. The president of a country and ordinary citizen get the same protection of the law. It makes no distinction between the rich and the poor or educated and uneducated. It also ensures that there is no one above the law. No one is above the law. If you are a rich person, you are a politician, you are any another powerful person, that doesn't matter. All are equal in front of law, before the law. It also ensures that there is no one above the law. However powerful person may be, he bound the law of the country. The rule of law also provide protection to individuals against social evils such as untouchability, child marriage and other form of discrimination. We can say that because of rule of law only such that type of bad things from our social evils or such that type of bad things are removed from our country or from our culture. Unlike in absolute monarchy or dictatorship where the king or queen or the dictator is the law giver, in a democracy it is the people who make law from themselves. It may be done directly by the people themselves or indirectly by the representatives. In our country it is the parliament constituted by the representatives of the people which makes law for us. Means there is a parliamentary whichever work for our country, their work is making laws and applying them for our country. If you are think like that law is good, then you can support them. If you think like that it is not in favor of our country, then you can oppose them through opposition party. Democracy gives us not only political liberty but also economic and social liberty. In other words, the values of a democracy such as justice, freedom, human dignity should be deeply embedded not only in political system but also in the social and economical life of the people. The granting of the right to vote is not enough to establish democracy. There should be democratic society and an economic society to make it really meaningful. Only then we can call it to complete democracy. Means if there will be democratic society or economic society will be there, then we can say that our country is completely democratic or our country is going to follow democratic rule of the government. Dear students, it's all about democracy. In next class we will talk about the another point. I hope you understand all these points whatever I mentioned in the next and now only. If dear students, once again I am going to revising democracy. Democracy means the rule of the people, by the people, for the people. Means it has a major role of the people. So that's the type of government, that form of government is followed by whole over the world. Because of that, people participation is there in such that type of government. And if we talk about absolute monarchy or dictatorship, on those type of governments only powerful person is ruling for the country, so that's not good. Because of that, we talk about democracy, then we can say the rule of law is there. Means before the law all are equal. So it may be a good form of the democracy or good form of the government. Dear students, if you have any type of doubt, you can ask me through Google Meet class. I hope you understand this chapter. In next class we will discuss about next point. Thank you so much.